Hold on to your tinfoil hat, folks, because it's time to talk about mind control. No, we're not diving into conspiracy theories or reviving 1960s sci fi classics. Instead, we're looking at the cutting edge development of biosensor technology, brought to you by the mad geniuses at the University of Technology, Sydney. This new tech allows users to operate robots and machines just by thinking about it. That's right, your childhood dreams of telekinesis just got a lot more realistic and probably way funnier. The brainchild of distinguished Professor Chin Tang Lin and Professor Francesca Lacopi, this advanced brain computer interface is making waves in healthcare, aerospace, and advanced manufacturing. They've teamed up with the Australian Army and Defence Innovation Hub to create a robotic dog that soldiers can control with their minds with an accuracy of up to 94%. This hands free, voice free technology is the future of walking dogs without the annoying poop bags. Imagine a world where keyboards, touch screens, and hand gesture recognition are all obsolete. That's the world Professor Lacopi envisions with this new biosensor technology. By combining graphene material with silicon, they've created wearable dry sensors that overcome issues like corrosion, durability, and skin contact resistance. This is perfect for people who want to control their devices without touching them, like when you're eating greasy pizza or covered in hand sanitizer. Looking at you, germaphobes. The graphene sensors are placed in a hexagon pattern on the back of the scalp to detect brain waves from the visual cortex. Users wear a head-mounted augmented reality lens that displays white flickering squares. When the user focuses on one of these squares, the biosensor picks up their brain waves and a decoder translates the signals into commands. This process is so efficient that users can issue up to 9 commands in just 2 seconds. It's like speed dialing for your brain, except you don't have to remember all those annoying phone numbers. This thought-controlled technology has countless applications, from helping people with disabilities, operate wheelchairs and prosthetics, and to enabling hands-free control of advanced manufacturing and aerospace machinery. The possibilities are endless, and the laughs will keep coming as we watch people wiggle their eyebrows in a futile attempt to send a mental command to their robot dog. As the scientific community, industry, and government continue to show great interest in this technology, we can expect to see more advancements in brain and computer interface systems. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll be able to control our smartphones with our minds, which will inevitably lead to a never-ending stream of accidental texts and hilarious autocorrect errors. The University of Technology Sydney has given us the gift of mind-controlled robots, and with it a treasure trove of potential comedy. So buckle up and prepare for a future where our thoughts have power, our robots have character, and our laughter is uncontrollable. Just remember, with great power comes great responsibility, and a whole lot of unintended hilarity. Oh, let's see if that one completed. You guys have no idea how rough that was, just trying to get these last few through. We got 5 piling in now. So, what do you guys think this would be like? When I think of mind-controlled robot technology, first thought is exactly what all cutting-edge technology goes towards, and that's national security. Goes towards DARPA research. In fact, most of it probably came out of DARPA research probably 20 years ago. Who knows? But here's the article itself from Study Finds. I'm not sure where they clipped it from. Obviously, the University of Technology, Sydney. Thoughtful technology. We can now control robots with our minds. See, when I see this image right here, I'm immediately thinking of that equipped with small arms, maybe a saw, the rolling down the street, just suppressing anybody that it needs to. I mean, honestly, the the future of warfare won't be conventional forces. It won't be operators. It will be robotics. Um, they won't need to eat. They'll never get tired. Their accuracy will be unparalleled. It's it's a hellscape that we're slowly walking towards. If you've seen the Black Mirror episode, I think it was Dog or something. I'm having trouble remembering where the entire episode's in black and white, and with good reason, because of the amount of blood that the episode would have to show would just be incredible. Um, and it shows survivors who are trying to scavenge, it seems like, and eventually wake up one of these dormant robots. And the rest of the episode is a pursuit of the scavengers, you should say survivors, would probably be a better term, by the robot dog. Um, who's to say that something that efficient and effective doesn't already exist? Let me know where you guys are hailing from. We got 4 in the stream right now. You guys can leave a thumbs up and send a comment. That would be great. Tell me if everything is coming through decently. It's difficult to tell if we're actually getting through here. Here we go. We got Thomas Paulus. The military application is kind of scary. Even those dog robots can carry a gun mount. It seems we are heading into a dystopian future. Well, the truth is that we're not heading into the dystopian future. The dystopian future's here. Those bots already have small arms mounted to them. Flying drones already have small arms mounted to them. I don't know how efficient they are, but I know Iran, and I don't know about Iran, but China is able to field those. Flying, those quadcopter-ish, the helicopter drones with small arms. What weapon platforms? I don't know. Obviously, small arm platforms, but yeah, it's definitely something that's concerning, and something that will continue evolving, because as all things stem out of all things that are of any use technologically stem out of the DARPA program. Let's see what else we got. Well, it seems like we only have 3 watching right now. 4 watching. It seems like people keep jumping in and out. Fortunately, the stream was difficult to field. I continuously had problems trying to field the stream. And then, no, that's not something I need to go see a urologist for. 7. We're increasing a little bit now. So maybe I should go over it. The rapid advancements in the field of robotics have given rise to a plethora of fascinating technologies. Mind-controlled robots, for instance, have opened up new possibilities in human-machine interaction. These innovative machines employ brain-computer interface robotics, enabling a seamless connection between the human brain and robotic systems. Neural interface robots and brain-machine interface robots leverage this connection, allowing users to control machines using their thoughts alone. This breakthrough has also been implemented in EEG-controlled robots, which use electrical signals from the brain to dictate their actions. Thought-controlled robots have a wide range of applications, from telepresence robots with mind control, which allow users to remotely navigate environments, to mind-controlled prosthetics that restore mobility to amputees. Neuroscience and robotics have come together to develop brain-controlled exoskeletons, revolutionizing the field of assistive technology. Neurotechnology and robotics have made incredible strides in recent years, leading to innovations like brain robot interaction and brainwave controlled devices. These advancements also have given rise to mind controlled drones, enabling pilots to maneuver them with their thoughts alone. As a mental command, robots continue to push the boundaries of what's possible. We can only imagine what the future holds for this cutting edge technology. The convergence of neuroscience and robotics promises to transform our world in ways we have yet to fully comprehend. And I will go over let's see, I think I have something else here too. Let me know where you guys are from, where you guys are hailing from. Leave a thumbs up in the comment section, please. Let's see. What do we got? I know I have something here. What do we got? Here, I'll go over the IQ article I did earlier today. Well, folks, it looks like we've had some bad news. According to a new study out of Northwestern University, again, Americans may be getting dumber. Yes, you heard me right, dumber. And not just a little bit, but in some cognitive domains, IQ scores have dropped over the past decade. Now, before you start getting all riled up, let's take a closer look at the findings. The study suggests that there may be a reverse Flynn effect. And let's just go over the Flynn effect real quick for, I believe, off the top of my head, the Flynn effect is the idea that as generations go on, IQ increases. I think that's a rough way to say it. The Flynn effect refers to a secular increase in population intelligence quotient, IQ, observed throughout the 20th century. The changes were rapid and measured intelligence, typically increasing around 3 IQ points per decade. The study suggests that there may be a reverse Flynn effect happening in the US with verbal reasoning, matrix reasoning, and letter and number series ability scores all decreasing over the past 13 years. However, 3D rotation scores increased during the same period, so I guess we can all feel better about our spatial reasoning abilities. And of course, spatial reasoning is what men typically score higher in. But, I guess it's not saying a whole lot. The study's author, Elizabeth Dworak, cautions against interpreting the findings as a sign that Americans are getting less intelligent. She suggests that it could simply be that people are getting worse at taking tests, or specifically worse at taking these kinds of tests. And let's face it, some of these IQ tests can be pretty tricky. I mean, who uses analogies in real life anyway? But wait, there's more. The study used a free online personality test called the Synthetic Aperture Personality Assessment, SAPA, personality project to collect data from over 300,000 Americans. The test measures not only cognitive ability, but also 27 temperament traits, including humor. So if you're feeling a little down about your IQ score, just remember that you might be hilarious. Of course, the study didn't try to determine the reason for the decline in IQ scores, but there are plenty of theories out there. Poor nutrition, worsening health, media exposure, and changes to education have all been suggested. Maybe we should start feeding our kids more fish or something, less lead. Or we could just blame it all on TikTok. In all seriousness, though, there could be something to the idea that society values have changed and are reflected in our performance on tests. With the emphasis on STEM education, maybe other areas of study are being neglected, or maybe people just aren't as motivated to take IQ tests anymore. Personally, I'd rather spend my time taking a quiz that tells me which Disney princess I am. So, are Americans getting dumber? It's hard to say, but one thing's for sure, we need more data to figure it out. Maybe the researchers can access the 40-year data set and conduct a follow-up study. Or maybe we can all just take a deep breath and realize that IQ scores aren't the only measure of intelligence. After all, Some of the smartest people I know can't do basic math to save their lives. Well, if Americans are getting dumber, at least we have something to blame for our mistakes. Instead of saying, oops, I made a mistake, you can just say, oops, I have a low IQ score. But in all seriousness, the decline in IQ scores is concerning. Who knows what kind of impact it could have on our society? Maybe we'll start electing even more reality TV stars to high office. Oh, wait, that's already happening. But let's not forget that IQ scores aren't everything. There are plenty of smart people out there who didn't do well on IQ tests. And on the flip side, there are plenty of people who do well on IQ tests but can't seem to make good decisions. That's true. So maybe we should focus less on IQ scores and more on things like empathy, critical thinking, problem solving. After all, those skills will help us navigate an increasingly complex and uncertain world. And who knows, maybe in a few years, we'll look back on this study and laugh or cry, or just shrug our shoulders and say, hey, it is what it is. After all, that seems to be our default response to just about everything these days. If we're going to blame poor nutrition for the decline in IQ scores, then we should probably start feeding people brain food, like actual brains. Zombie apocalypse? Or maybe the decline in IQ scores is due to all those participation trophies we handed out to kids. Now they think they're all geniuses and don't need to work hard to improve their skills. But hey, at least they have a trophy to remind them of their mediocre achievements. And let's not forget about the impact of social media on our cognitive abilities. With all those cat videos and memes distracting us, it's a wonder we can even remember our own names. Maybe we should just all unplug and go live in the woods, like Thoreau or old Teddy Boy. But in all seriousness, we shouldn't jump to conclusions about the decline in IQ scores. Maybe people are just better at different kinds of tasks now. Maybe we're evolving to be more spatially aware so we can better navigate the world of virtual reality. Or maybe aliens have been secretly infiltrating our brains and lowering our IQs to make it easier for them to take over. Hey, you never know. The truth is out there. In the end, we should take the findings of this study with a grain of salt. After all, intelligence is a complex and multifaceted thing, and who knows, maybe in a few years, we'll have a new study that shows we're all geniuses again. Until then, let's just keep calm and carry on, and maybe do a few crossword puzzles, just to be safe. Maybe the decline in IQ scores is due to all those conspiracy theories people are spreading. Flat Earth? QAnon? Come on, let's use our brains for something other than coming up with wild theories. Or maybe it's the fault of all those Hollywood movies and TV shows that make us believe that smart people are boring and nerdy. We need more cool scientists and engineers in our media to inspire the next generation. And let's not forget about the impact of technology on our cognitive abilities. We rely on our phones and computers to remember everything for us. So maybe our brains are just getting lazy. Pretty soon, we'll be like that Pixar movie, WALL-E, just floating around in our hover chairs, unable to even lift a finger. But hey, at least we can take solace in the fact that we're not alone in our stupidity. There are plenty of other countries experiencing the same decline in IQ scores. So let's all hold hands and sing Kumbaya as we collectively become dumber. But in all seriousness, we shouldn't be too hard on ourselves. Intelligence is a fluid thing, not completely, and it can change over time based on a variety of factors. So let's just keep learning, growing, and laughing at ourselves along the way. After all, laughter is the best medicine, and we could all use a good dose of it right now. Maybe the decline in IQ scores is just natural selection at work. The less intelligent among us are being weeded out, leaving only the smartest and strongest to survive. Survival of the fittest, right? Or maybe it's all a conspiracy by the government to make us easier to control. They're lowering our IQ so that we're too dumb to realize what's happening. Wake up. Let's not forget the impact of reality TV on our cognitive abilities. Watching all those shows about people fighting over who gets to marry a millionaire can't be good for our brains. Maybe we should just start watching more educational programming, like Sesame Street or Bill Nye the Science Guy. But in all seriousness, we should be careful not to generalize too much based on this one study. There are plenty of intelligent people out there who just don't perform well on IQ tests. And who knows, maybe the decline in IQ scores is just a blip on the radar, or maybe it's a sign of something more serious. Either way, we should keep an open mind and be willing to learn and grow, even if it means admitting that we're not as smart as we thought we were. Yeah, there we go. Something. Let me know what you guys think. The internet made us dumb. No, the internet doesn't make anybody dumb. What do we got? What do we got going on? All right, I think I'm gonna wrap up this one.